What's up, everyone? Hopefully you guys are staying safe. My name is Maurice Jackson, also known as Mo Media, Southside Chicago photographer and filmmaker. Welcome back to the channel that makes your media matter. On this channel, we talk about all things photography and filmmaker related. So if that's something that you're interested in, something that you're into, if you learned something, make sure you pop like and drop a like on this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm find my videos, and it also helps the channel grow. In this video, we're gonna be talking about the importance of sound design. It's a way to immerse your viewer into your video and make them feel your creativity through sound. It also adds a punch of professionalism as the viewer sees that you put a lot of work into making the presentation, the sound presentation, that much better. You can create sound design by literally grabbing your phone, grabbing a camera, grabbing some type of microphone and recording whatever audio you want for that specific effect, or just for the ambience, just to fill in a certain area that just needs to have some type of audio there. You need to create that sound effect. You can literally just record something and be able to put it in there so that it can fill in that space that might feel like it's missing something. You can do so much with sound design. You can go online and YouTube and find little sound bites that you can download. If you convert from YouTube to MP3, you can download and you can use them in your project. Or you can go the paid route where you can just have a whole library of different effects and music that you can use as well. I found the best option for me was going to Epidemic Sound and using their library because they have a ton of whooshes, hits, booms. You can even find water pouring. It's a whole bunch of different super dope assets that you can download and you can drop into your project just like that. And with editing, you want to make the most of your edits, so time is money. And if you guys want to check out Epidemic Sound, I'll leave a link in the description. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. You might be asking, Maurice, so that's great that you have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, but how can I use sound design in my projects? Well, I'm glad you asked, because today we're going to be going through the sequence that you just saw. We're going to break that down bit by bit and kind of see how I structured my sound design for this small 45-second video. So let's do it. First thing that you want to do is you want to find the right song for the video. It's so important. I've seen a lot of people do it, and I've done it before, where I just literally had the wrong song on a video and it just did not go well. You know, it just clashed. So you want to find the right song with the video, the right mood, melody, tempo, all that, so that you can be able to sell the sound design. That's like making a cake. You want to have the first layer, then the second layer, third layer, fourth layer, cherry on top, bam, and then you're done, right? So make sure you start with the first layer first, finding that sound. So at this moment, I was shooting some content with Devin, and I really liked what we were doing, and I was really inspired. So I was trying to find some music that really matched that whole thing of being inspired, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of landed on this soundtrack called Super 3, and it's really dope. It has a lot of builds, going down, going up, and it's kind of like a roller coaster. And that's how I kind of like my music, just like building, ebbing and flowing. And I really thought this was a good one, so that's the one that I selected. And it might be different for you guys, but this is the one that I selected for my video. So that is the first layer. The second layer is going ahead and building the sequence, cutting, doing all that stuff, and then you go ahead and color grade, and then from there I go to sound design. So what you want to do with your sound design is you want to look at your sequence, you want to pull out those things that you feel should have some type of sound in them. So at the beginning of this video, I had a low frequency boom because it just works well with cinematic videos, and I can just put that in there, just keep going. So the next thing that I looked at was a train, right? So I went and downloaded a train track sound effect, and it really sold the video. So just go ahead and listen to this. So we're gonna turn the music off here, and then we're just gonna listen to the sound design, okay? So it's right here, it's the boom. You hear the sound, hear the train tracks moving, hear it going. And as it's going, I found a place within that train track sound effect where it was getting a little louder. And when it starts to rise, I have the train getting louder and louder, just so that we know as a viewer we're going to a different place and we're going to be going to a different frame. So just having that little contrast within the sound. And contrast is not always in photo and video. It's also in sound. You can kind of hear the contrast between two different things, right? Like say if something is inside of something, you want to create that contrast, like between something being outside and something being inside. You see it done in a lot of movies where it's like it feels like it's inside instead of outside ambience. So make sure that you're focusing on those type of things as well with your sound design. Next shots are of the city, and I wanted to immerse you guys in the city and kind of fill that space in so you feel that you're actually in the city of Chicago. I added this sound bite from Epidemic Sound. I think it's like New York City ambience. It really sold this part. You can really hear the screeching of the cars and the cars whooshing by, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make you feel that you're in the city of Chicago. Then we transition from the city to the park by Buckingham Fountain. There's literally trees everywhere, and what usually lives in trees? Birds. So I decided to add some birds chirping and things like that so that it can make it feel like you're in the park. As we leave the park, I get one shot of the city and I add a quick whoosh there just so that you can see that the shot is coming and going. So it's a whoosh, so it's like shh. And then that actually bleeds into the Lincoln statue, and we're pushing into Millennium Park. Make sure you make your whooshes very subtle. I've been guilty of making my videos very whooshy, and it sounds like, you know, the Dan Ryan in Chicago ad. So make sure that you control and kind of dumb down those whooshes and make it make it purposeful. Just don't put them all over the place. Be intentional with your whooshes. As we're pushing into the Lincoln statue, you can hear a police siren. It wouldn't be a Chicago video without having some type of police siren, so I wouldn't pop that in there just to fill some space. As you're hearing the end of the siren, you are hearing a low frequency whoosh pushing us into the actual concert area. For the last part of the video, they're pretty much just low and high frequency whooshes. This part right here where we're pushing into the concert area and we are pushing through the bars, I have a whoosh right here, kind of trying to selling the effect that we're pushing through the bars, and we're going to be looking at another part of the concert area. We have another whoosh as we're gliding down the bars from the concert area, pushing out and ultimately ending the video. And another whoosh just to add it. And then at the end we have another low frequency boom, just to add the cinematic effect. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. As you guys can tell, when you have sound design, it makes your video that much more dynamic, and it makes the viewer feel the things that you are pretty much putting out there and you're trying to sell to them. So let's go ahead and just look at the whole thing just with sound design, play it all the way through, and see how this sounds. That sounded really good, right? So that's what sound design is. Sound design is a way to make your video that much more dynamic and pull the viewer in and make them feel your creativity. If you can literally play alone your sound design by itself and just let it play without any music and it sounds good, that's how you know you have some good sound design. That's all I have for you guys today. If you like this type of content and you learned something, go ahead and pop lock and drop a like on this video. Give me a thumbs up. It means the world to me when you do so. Also, if you like something, if you like it, you learn something, go ahead and subscribe. We got more videos coming in the future. And also comment below. Let me know what you guys are doing with your sound design and how you guys are making it work for you. Whether if you guys are using freeway, recording it yourself, or downloading on YouTube, or using subscriptions, let me know. And shoot me some of your projects, some of the sound design projects, and just send me just strictly sound design. I would love to hear that, love to see that. So that's all I have for you guys today. Your media matters. The world needs to see your work. Peace and chicken grease.